It's TA with MK. It's TA with MK. Hello there, thank you for clicking on the video. I just want to give you a quick heads up that the price predictions in this video for this coin are based on a formula that I came up with. I'll leave a link in the description to that video where I discuss more in depth how I came up with these numbers. Just understand that in this particular video, we'll just be discussing the price predictions, briefly touching on the formula, but again, the more in-depth analysis of exactly where I've come up with these numbers and percents are all going to be inside of that video. Watch that first. Come back, watch this. Hello there, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of TA with MK. My name, of course, is McKay. In today's episode, we're going to do another price projection or prediction video for the coin VeChain, ticker VET. Let's go. So the first thing we need to do is gather a little information before we can apply it to my formula. So we're here on CoinGecko.com. I've looked up the coin VeChain or VET. We want to write down what its current position rank is, which at the time making this video was number 49. We also want to write down the circulating supply and the total supply. And if those numbers differ, which they usually will, we need to do a little digging to get an idea of how the tokenomics or the vesting, or at least how the circulating supply could potentially increase based on mining, token unlocks, and things of that nature. More or less in a nutshell, we just want to get a general idea of what the circulating supply could potentially be at or around the time that we decide to sell this coin, because it will affect the price potential. Now, typically my go-to website for that is cryptorank.io. Sometimes I use Token Insights as well. These are just different sites that if there's a vesting schedule or token unlocks coming up, they'll let you know when and how many, and then you can kind of speculate how many will enter the circulating supply. Now VeChain, I'm on their CoinGecko actual area where it's showing their tokenomics and what they allocate their different coins to. And if you come down here where it says what is the supply schedule for VET, I'll zoom in on the screen. You can actually see that it goes up from August 2017, sorry, all the way to December 2022, which basically means at this point, all the tokens that were allocated to these different things are all currently unlocked. So then if we come back over here to the first page I was on, it would make you wonder, okay, if that's the case, why would the circulating supply be just under 73 billion when there could be a total supply of 85, almost 86 billion? Well, there's a few different reasons why. Some of the tokens that have been unlocked, if they haven't been moved at all, or they're being staked currently, they will not count often towards the circulating supply. Also, I just did a couple Google searches, and I know that VeChain uses a couple different tokens. They have their VET token, but then they also have this VTHO token, which it says is a part of the dual token system of the VeChain Thor blockchain. More or less, you have to hold this VTHO token in order to pay for the transactions on their blockchain. Another Google search over here explains that a little bit further. It says VTHO is generated by holding VET, so you have to hold the coin in order to generate that VTHO, which gives you a VET balance. The relationship between the two tokens is mutually dependent, so without VET, there would be no VTHO. Without VTHO, there would be no way to pay for the VET transactions. And then just to quickly elaborate on that a bit further, it says VTHO is required to cover the cost of using the network. So it's going to be impossible for us to speculate exactly what the circulating supply could be, because there's going to be probably a lot of wallets that maybe just hold the token, the VTH token that is, or hold VET, sorry, to accumulate the VTH token because they're using this network a lot and that's how they cover the costs. All that being said, I haven't seen that the circulating supply has changed in the last year much. It's pretty much hovered right around this $73 billion. So that's the number we're going to use for our actual formula. Just keep in mind that at any point, especially as the coin gets ready to peak, and maybe there's a lot of sellers that'll come in trying to put sell pressure on this coin, that the circulating supply will naturally increase as some of those coins that haven't been moved, that are unlocked, begin to get sold. What we're looking at here is my Google Sheets document. I'll leave a link in the description of every video that I put out to do with these price predictions, so you can use this on your own time. But just a quick explanation of what you're looking at here. In yellow, we have Bitcoin price predictions. I have another video where I go over where I come up with these. But we have 91K, 100K, 115K, and 130K. Obviously, Bitcoin can go much higher than this, but these are just what I'm projecting Bitcoin to reach. And what we're doing is we're taking hypothetical position ranks for these coins, and we're saying, okay, here's what the projected market caps would be based on these Bitcoin prices. And then from there, we're going over here to my formula. And all that we're doing is we're taking these hypothetical market caps, dividing them by whatever the coin's circulating supply is, and that's giving us projected prices. So what I like to do in these videos is I like to do the math on the formula for the first one for you. That way you can see how I'm doing this. And then I'll just present the data for the other possible projections that I've come up with. So to start out, if it were to stay put at number 49, we can scroll across from there and see that at 91K Bitcoin, my first projected market cap is 5.1 billion. So we're going to put in 5.1 billion, and then we're going to divide that by the circulating supply that we just mentioned before of 73 billion, and that's going to give us an estimated price of just under 7 cents. Now, super quick before I present that data for you, I just wanted to go over one other thing. I wanted to point out that on this website that I use, coincodex.com, where you can just put in a time frame and a date and look up, what coins were priced at that time and what they were ranked. I searched VeChain, and its highest price last bull run was about 28 cents, which happened on 4/19. I can scroll down here and see that the highest position that VET got actually was number 12. Right here, it was only showing 25 cents. I don't know exactly what time of day it hit 28 cents. I did the math, though, and it was about a $15.5 billion market cap at that price. So it should have probably still been right around position number 12. So even though that's the highest it got, the market cap at that point was only about 15 billion, right? And then on that same website, fast forwarding to when the market topped, which was actually November 10th of 2021, VeChain had moved down to position number 21 and was at about $11.62 billion market cap. Whereas if we scroll back up here to position number 12 and where it ended the last bull run, it was about $26 billion. The only reason I want to bring that up before I present my data is because if we come back over here, my market cap projections, these are based on the coin ending the bull run at that position, because that's what these projected market caps are. So even if VET were to reach, say, all the way to position 10 or 15 again this bull run, if it doesn't happen towards the end and it falls back, then it may not actually see the market caps I have projected here for those positions, if that makes sense. Okie dokie, so if VeChain were to remain at position number 49, which I put here means it stays put where it's at now, these are our different market cap projections for the different prices of Bitcoin that I've predicted or projected. We have 7 cents VeChain, we have a little over 7.5 cent VeChain, 9 cents and 10 cents, giving us an average price of about 8.5 cents. That's based on around $110,000 Bitcoin. From there, we have position number 30 projections. This would be if VeChain ended the bull run right around position number 30. Again, these are our different market cap projections based on these different Bitcoin prices I've come up with. So we have 14 cent VeChain, 15 cents, a little over 17.5 cents, all the way up to a 20 cents VeChain at 130K Bitcoin. Average price for that is 17 cents, which again would be Bitcoin hitting right around 110K. And then last, we have a projection for position number 15, and that would give us at 91K Bitcoin around 30.5 cents, 100K Bitcoin a little over 33 cents, 115K Bitcoin a little over 38 cents, all the way up to 130K Bitcoin at about 43 cents. Average price was 36 cents, again for a $110,000 Bitcoin. And then before we move on, I also quickly wanted to show a $150,000 Bitcoin projection. That would be also for position number 15, so a little bit of hopium here. But if Bitcoin were to reach around $150,000 and VeChain were to end up right around position 15, we have a projected market cap of around 36.5 billion, and that would actually give us a price of about 50 cents for VeChain. Okie dokie, next up, I just want to present that data for you cleanly here on a TradingView chart. So we have different lines here representing the different average prices for those positions. We have a yellow, a blue, a red, and an orange. Again, here for the position number 49 at around 8.5 cents, that's the yellow line, and that would be about 150% potential gain from where price is now. Our blue line, position number 30 at 17 cents, would be about a 400% potential gain. Position 15 at 36 cents would be about a 950% potential gain. And then, of course, our hopium projection at number 15, 150K Bitcoin, would be just under a 1,400% potential gain. So then, to wrap the video up, last but not least, what is my personal prediction or projection for the price of VeChain or VET for this bull run? Well, what I believe is that it could end up around position number 25. Last bull run I showed you before, it ended up at position number 21. I think even this is actually very optimistic. I think there's enough new coins that are probably going to push VeChain a little bit further down the line from what its highest potential could be. But I could see it ending up around position 25, giving us an average price, which again, that would be the 110K Bitcoin, of around 18.5 cents. Which, from where price was at the time of making this video, which was just under 3.5 cents, would be about a 444% potential gain, or about a 5.5x. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Now keep in mind, in the next month or so, I'll put out an updated video for all these coins, giving a projection for each of them if Bitcoin were to hit something like 150K or possibly even 200K this bull run. If you're liking these videos, as always, on your way out, do me a huge favor and please remember to like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. It's TAI.